This is ABC 7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. The verdict is in for the resentencing hearing of Shawn Tyson. And as ABC 7's Bobeth Yates tells us, Judge Roberts made it clear that Shawn Tyson's original sentence was correct. Bobeth?
Yes, once again, Shawn Tyson left a courtroom with not one, but 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole.
Shawn Tyson's 2-day resentencing hearing wrapped up quickly.
I am resentencing you, Mr. Tyson, to life in prison with credit for all time served.
Judge Roberts closing the door to what the defense had hoped would be a sentence reduction for Tyson. In 2011, Tyson was convicted in the shooting death of 2 British tourists. According to reports, James Cooper and James Cazares wandered into the public housing complex where Tyson lived, and then Tyson did the unthinkable.
On April 16, 2011, 16-year-old Shawn Tyson killed in cold blood 2 young men who posed absolutely no threat to Mr. Tyson.
But a Supreme Court ruling found it cruel and unusual punishment to sentence a juvenile to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The move resulted in many cases like Tyson's getting a new sentencing hearing. But Judge Roberts says after much consideration, he thinks the 2 consecutive life sentences Tyson originally got was right.
Children are different. I can envision many situations in which a life sentence would not be appropriate for a juvenile murderer. This is not one of those cases.
And with that, Tyson was resentenced to the original sentence of 2 consecutive life sentences. The defense says they will likely appeal the decision, but in the meantime, the prosecution and the family members of the victims say justice has been served.
I think it's a very fair and just and appropriate sentence.
The decision today has reaffirmed our belief in the U.S. justice system.
As for Tyson, he did not speak in court, but on his way out, he did have a message for his family.
Stay strong, yeah.
Now, we also reached out to Tyson's mom, but she was unwilling to talk to us. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. New details on a Bradenton carjacking suspect. Bradenton police say 29-year-old Cody Morrison died around 10 o'clock this morning from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Last night, Bradenton police officers found Morrison driving a stolen vehicle and began their pursuit. He was wanted on several charges, including armed robbery and armed carjacking in several cases in Bradenton, Sarasota, and Palmetto. He took off on foot and broke into a home on Crescent Court and held 2 residents at gunpoint. Deputies ended up surrounding Morrison on Vermont Avenue, and that's when he shot himself in the head.
Stormy weather left over from Tropical Storm Colin made for some dangerous beach conditions yesterday and strong rip currents that left 1 man and his grandson in trouble at Lido Beach. The 2 were stuck in a rip current about 300 yards north of the public beach where there are no lifeguards. When those lifeguards heard about the incident, they headed to the scene, but an 18-year-old Eagle Scout was already taking action, pulling the 13-year-old to safety and throwing his boogie board to the man. We spoke to the lifeguard on duty who said this young man is a hero.
His actions were heroic, and he deserves to be recognized for taking action like that.
I don't know if I was laying my life on the line. I was just, trying to help somebody out.
Man and his grandson were taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital yesterday, and the Beach Patrol tells us that both are doing just fine today, thanks to the heroic efforts of that Eagle Scout. Right place at the right time, huh?
And I actually spoke to Mark last night, and he was just singing Clay's praises, saying, it really all goes out to him for doing this and being the one person there on the beach to step in.
Yeah, awesome. All right, a much better beach day today compared to yesterday. Here's Bob with more on our weather.
Yeah, always dangerous, those rip currents, especially when you get a system like we saw with creating and generating these huge waves that come to shore and then they have to wash out. And when they wash out, they can create some pretty heavy undertow and rip currents. So luckily, things are calming down now for us. Most of the action inland, the event with Colin was mainly a coastal event. However, now it's kind of shifted inland with a tremendous amount of rainfall. Already up to 3 inches of rain. These storms aren't moving all that much, although Wauchula has had rain over the past hour now. We still see it there occurring, but the heaviest rain by far has moved into Arcadia. The National Weather Service issuing a flood advisory indicating that there is flooding taking place right now into Highlands, Hardy, and DeSoto counties. This is not doing a whole lot. Outflow boundary creating some showers earlier along I-275, and we may see this boundary right there eventually create some showers down the road. That trough that was expected to be over the top of us, it was hard to guess exactly where it was going to line up. Well, it was to our south. That's the reason why we missed a lot of the rain today near the coast. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Sarasota's most controversial roundabout is about to see some changes. The Jacaranda roundabout was approved for more than $500,000 worth of improvements that FDOT hopes will minimize accidents. The plan is to open up the right-hand lane, keeping drivers making a 90-degree turn out of the flow of traffic. A slower speed and new curbs aim to keep hesitant drivers from switching lanes at the last second.
You have to be very alert and make your moves quick when you get in. Don't hesitate. Keep moving.
FDOT also plans to add new signage before the roundabout that it hopes will educate drivers.
This is a great time to adopt a cat. The Suncoast Humane Society is celebrating Adopt a Cat Month with discounted adoption fees. Those fees for cats will be reduced to $10 plus a $12 rabies vaccination fee. Suncoast Humane Society has about 40 cats available for adoption right now. Another 80 are being evaluated for future adoptions. The reduced adoption fee special runs through the end of the month, June 30th. Still to come on your Suncoast News, the final days of a historic school in Manatee County.
Educators on the Suncoast tackle a big problem taking place inside and outside of the classroom.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
Annual wellness visits are important for healthy living. When you schedule your yearly exam, MCR Health Services is here for you.
With over 25 healthcare centers featuring multiple services and 8 pharmacies, we are here for you. Call or click today.
You know what scares me? No electricity. Yeah, when this magical box suddenly stops working, I call the pros at Mr. Sparky and they send a superhero to save the day. How's it going, Pablo?
It's going great, Mike.
Pablo possesses amazing skill. He can perform incredible feats at blinding speed. Superhero!
Couldn't have done it without you.
Modest, too.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Just to be clear, I don't live here.
The home at 19 Walker Court. The agent. The rolling of sleeves. The look over. The look under. The application of dirt under fingernails. Turning over every rock. Turning over every chimney. Checking the nooks, checking the crannies, checking the walls. The floors, the gutters, the doors. Finding the flaw, calling the specialist, fixing it, cleaning it, prepping it, painting it, listing it, showing it, selling it. The sign of a RE/MAX agent.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck 39 years running, the Ford F-150, Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on-site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to $2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
The DeWitt Elementary School has served the farming families of Manatee County for nearly 90 years. And Friday, the school will graduate its last 11 students.
Unable to renew its contract with the Manatee County School District next year, the schoolhouse could find a new way to serve area students. ABC 7's Adam Cellini joins us with more. Adam.
Yeah, Scott and Haley, instead of bulldozers, this school could be getting a makeover as the school board discusses preserving this piece of the county's history and education.
Can I write in cursive now?
Donna King, known by students as Miss Donna, has signed hundreds of yearbooks in her 23 years with Duet Elementary School. But these will be the last 11 for both her and the one-room schoolhouse.
I wrote in the yearbooks today, keep up the hard work. Because I will say the class that I have now, they're all hard workers and they're going to do well.
The school's longtime principal will retire this year, and with her, the multi-age classroom that makes Duet Elementary so unique. For students like 5th grader Lena Juarez, it's the only format they've ever known.
I'm nervous. I am ready for middle school, but I'm not ready to go to middle school.
Others like Maddie Vetzel will return to homeschooling next year. How do you feel about being homeschooled next year?
Good, but losing this school, not so much.
The Manatee County School District doesn't want to lose the school either. So in an effort to preserve history, the school board has discussed reshaping the school to its original 1930s form, making it a field trip destination for other area students.
I think it's important that we try to preserve history and give our students a perspective about what life was like and see that timeline of how we have progressed as a society.
After years of fighting to keep the school open, the idea helps King cope with finally walking away.
I'm happy that the building's going to be preserved because it'll be used. That makes a big difference, and it's going to be something educational and historical.
A history into which these last 11 students and 2 teachers have forever carved their names. The Manatee County School District says a new elementary school and high school in nearby parish are part of their 5-year master plan to better serve that part of the county. Scott and Haley, back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you. Some Suncoast teachers learning more this week about how to prevent bullying. Suncoast Technical College hosting a 3-day anti-bullying workshop for teachers on the Suncoast. This workshop is to help educators recognize and curb bullying in and out of the classroom.
Really what we're doing is helping them identify what the different roles are in a bullying situation. So there's always the bully, there's the bystander, and there's the victim. And so what we're trying to do is help them be able to more easily identify those roles in order to deal with those students in the appropriate manner.
The group Embracing Our Differences hosting the workshop. They work directly with the Sarasota County School District and other local organizations.
Very important.
Yeah, it is. Big topic. And we'll be right back with your forecast.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Discover the biggest savings of the year on some of America's favorite vehicles during the Drive and Discover event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get America's best value, a new Grand Caravan for just $18,999 or a new Dodge Journey for just $16,999. Stop by today to shop the area's biggest selection of Ram trucks and save up to $8,000 on your new Ram. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Did you know? Many dogs are returned to shelters simply because they lack obedience. Contact Canine Corral about various training programs. We train dogs and their owners. Canine Corral, where the love is.
When you don't know who you are, you can be anyone you want to be. You're coming with me.
Ooh, where are we going?
To the most wondrous place in the world.
Roll up, Tangleviews Traveling Circus is here!
This isn't a fairy story. People don't always live happily ever after. But we will. I'm Hetty Feather, and this is my story.
The sun finally came out. A big difference over the last few days.
Yeah, chance for us to dry out a little.
Pretty
today.
nice, too. Yeah, you think about it. I know some kids are very happy about it. In 5th grade at Stewart Elementary, they had the kids versus the teachers today in a kickball game. I was there. I was the umpire. And never in the history, in 20 years that they've done this, have the teachers lost today. They lost. It was a big deal. You know, it was 20-17. The 5th graders beat them.
Must have been the referee.
Yeah, the umpire, calling them out and maybe give it a little advantage. They had unlimited outs or something. I don't know. Who knows? But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The weather cooperated for coaches out there. And I tell you, the Van Wezel webcam showing nice day today along the coast anyway. Some showers and storms have been very intense inland areas, producing a huge amount of rain. In fact, some areas getting more rain in just the last 3 hours than the entire event of Colin. That's right. As far as the radar picture goes, you can see the activity is very intense. Inland areas specifically into Hardy, DeSoto, and into Highlands counties is where all the rain has kind of gathered and has been producing some extreme conditions in terms of flooding. There is a flood advisory for all those areas. I mentioned Arcadia now seeing the heaviest of the storms at this point. A 3D look showing this storm in particular now up to about 50,000 feet, at least the 3D radar indicating that. There could be some lightning, and there is some lightning there as well as some small hail, but generally it's been just a heavy rainfall. Look at that, 4.1 inches just northwest of Arcadia, 1.7 near Wauchula, but 3 inches of rain in eastern portions of Hardy County this afternoon. There's the flood advisory covering all of Hardy County, most of the northern half of Highlands County, and throughout much of DeSoto County. This shower activity trying to generate some outflow there, outflow boundaries, creating some showers moving toward Palmetto and Braden. You could see a few spotty showers there. And yes, we are monitoring an area, not 60% chance development, but this one has a 10% chance developing over the next day as it moves off to the north. We're talking about this area of moisture down south, so a 10%, not very much, chance of developing here over the next couple of days. It's poorly organized. There's a little area of low pressure. Some models are hinting that it may develop right here as a low pressure, close enough to us to bring us a good chance for showers and storms over the next several days. They'll be scattered about, most of it in South Florida, though, but we'll see how it plays out. 87 now. Dew point still pretty high, but a little lower than it has been. West winds at 10 miles an hour. And the high today, warm, 89. 78 was the morning low. That's well above average. And no rainfall officially at the airport, but I mentioned over 4 inches in some of our areas inland. 92 in Tallahassee. It's 87 in Jacksonville. Orlando now at 84 degrees and cooler where it's been raining, and definitely cooler. Down to 76 in Sebring, 78 in Wauchula. Still pretty warm in Sarasota, obviously. Northport and Venice Gardens all into the mid-80s. This particular model showing some outflow tonight coming back toward the coast, which is fairly typical. We'll see a few showers and a few storms possible later on this evening, but most of it should wind down in the early morning hours. And now, I don't know if I trust this model too much on Thursday and into Friday. It's not depicting a lot of rainfall here. We'll have to watch where that little system goes. It shows a little low trying to develop and then move off to the east, and the sea breeze moving this way. So we'll keep the rain chance at 50% right now. And any rain that does develop, it's going to produce some locally heavy rainfall for the most part, like we're seeing in the inland counties this afternoon. 91 at Albuquerque, warmer there today than it was here. 55 though. Big contrast in Toronto. and Kansas City now at 85 degrees. St. Louis, pretty warm, 83. Cleveland, a different story. Low tide upcoming 11:18. Sunset will be at 8:24. Boaters, not much wind out there for your sails, and a light chop. Seas will be running 1 to 2 feet. The water temperature really warming up, mid to upper 80s and 86 for beaches. Tonight, mostly cloudy. There'll be a few scattered thunder showers this evening, 77 for a low. And then tomorrow, scattered showers and storms still possible. Southwest wind typically favors inland storms, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a few coastal showers. And the extended forecast keeps a pretty good high rain chance through Saturday and Sunday, and then tapers off a little bit next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. A program to help feed kids in Sarasota County this summer is now underway. Volunteers are working hard to get the food prepared and ready for delivery starting next week. All Faiths Food Bank says as many as 40,000 children in the county are at risk of going hungry this summer. A recent campaign raised $1.2 million to make sure that doesn't happen.
There are about 49 sites this summer where the Sarasota School District Food Nutrition Services is providing the hot meals, breakfast and lunch. That's going on, as well as another 100 or so sites from All Faiths Food Bank.
Many of the libraries in Sarasota County will be distributing these bags with kid-friendly food items throughout the summer. Breakfast and lunch will be served at several locations starting on Monday.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you behind the scenes at the Sarasota Music Festival.
Just moments before Hillary Clinton made history.
I just want to show you this.
The first woman.
Oh my gosh!
David Muir, all access, right there with her.
It's an overwhelming feeling.
And now, tonight, the historic news-making exclusive on ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month, complimentary maintenance included, at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
There are many reasons the Suncoast is also known as the Culture Coast, and one is evident right now.
The 52nd annual Sarasota Music Festival is underway, and it is a real treasure for our community. ABC 7's Linda Carson has more.
In the spotlight tonight, the 2016 Sarasota Music Festival. Nearly 500 students from the top colleges and conservatories in the world apply each year. Only 60 are chosen. They work with 40 music masters on the guest faculty. Some of the best young musicians in the world are on the Suncoast right now for the Sarasota Music Festival.
The quality of the students is extremely high. We have an embarrassment of riches here across all of the instruments. The level is extremely high.
He says the music they can make is incredible.
The sky is the limit.
Violinist Nash Ryder from Kennebunk, Maine, now a student at Juilliard, is back for his 3rd year. He says it's the faculty that brings him back year after year.
It's not just that their understanding of music and of their field is so great. It's just that there's a warmth to it. There's a personal engagement, I think, between the students and the faculty that really makes this so special. And I think it helps you nurture sort of your creativity and your passion in such a more relaxed way.
But he also says the extreme talent of his fellow students inspires him.
The way you get better is playing with people better than yourself. And that's what I always find that here.
Fellow student Michelle Wynn is in the 2nd year of a master's program at the Yale School of Music. And she says there's also a 3rd thing that brings her here.
A lot of festivals these days are so focused in orchestral playing. Sarasota has both a strong chamber music program and an orchestra program. And that focus on that chamber music program really drew me here.
She also likes the fact that the Suncoast community is involved in the festival.
What I really thought was awesome is that the master classes are open to the public and we have the community coming in, which I think is pretty rare for a music festival.
These young musicians love performing for an audience, especially the Sarasota audience.
The audience is incredibly appreciative of what we do here. And they're so enthusiastic, and that's extremely inspiring for me. And I think here, more than any other festival, it has the most, really just the most involved audiences you can find.
And you're invited to be in that audience. Open to the public this weekend. Concerts at the Sarasota Opera House on Friday and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. And there is a student recital Sunday afternoon at Holly Hall. Oh, they're so great to listen to, too.
World class.
Yes, they are.
Thank you, Linda.
Just a little bit of talent in there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. All right.
Some great music there.
Yeah.
Music to my ears today, and not much rain near the coast.
True.
So that's good. Better chances for scattered storms, though, over the upcoming days. Some tropical moisture in place.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next.
Followed by ABC 7 News at 7. And we'll see you at 11. Have a great evening.